All right, so hopefully you have a blanket that you can sit on. I almost always begin the classes in a seated position, so it's nice to have that little bit of cushion, that little bit of lift under the hips. Tonight's class, yoga, to expand your bubble, to really work on your physical and energetic presence. When people are ill, when they're tired, when they don't move a lot, when they're maybe going through an illness, they tend to become weaker in their energy. And so here we're going to become stronger in our energy and really start to expand. And the more expansive you can get in your energetic field, the healthier you become. The physically healthier you become, the physically healthier you become, the more mentally able you become. And so it's this nice little synergy that we're going for today. So as always, let's just start off with eyes closed and flip your palms down. Feel that connection of your hands to your legs. And you can sit in cross-legged position as I am, or you can come up into any position that is comfortable for you. And just start to take a few slow, deep breaths, noticing how the breath is coming in tonight and how the breath is leaving. Sometimes just with the first couple of breaths of class, you can feel that shift of being a person who's doing and then just becoming a person who's being. Maybe even take a few open mouth exhales, especially if you've been busy all day and you need this time to kind of reset into yourself. And take a few neck rolls, get rid of any tension or stress you might have in your neck and shoulders. Go one way and then the other. And back to center, hand slide to your shins or your lap, wherever if you're not in easy pose. And take a few seated cat cows, inhaling as you draw the heart up and forward. Feel that stretch through the curve of your spine. And then exhale, curl and around in the opposite direction for cat stretch. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, roll back. And a few times, nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come on back up to seated. One more move. Well, we're going to come to our hands and knees. One more move here on the ground, and then we're going to come up for a standing breath practice. So hands and knees, tabletop. You can bring your blanket under your knees if you'd like. And we'll just take a few kneeling rounds here of cat-cow. So inhale, belly drops, heart and hips lift, curve the spine. And then exhale, press the ground away, arching the spine. And go with your breath. And maybe even those open mouth exhales, releasing any tension or stress you might be under today. The moment you start to work with your breath, you really start to affect how your energy is vibrating. So notice this. Let's take 2 more rounds. And back to center. Walk forward for puppy pose. And this is where I'd invite you to settle into your intention if you have one tonight. Settle into that gratitude for your breath, for your body, for this day. And then slowly come up. And we're going to come up to stand. You can move through however you would like. And we're going to start our standing practice here with warrior breath. So really wide stance for your legs, maybe even almost mat distance. Soften your knees so that you can feel powerful in the legs, start to get that blood flowing. You're not sitting down into a squat at all, but you're engaging into the legs. And then as though you're pulling your femurs closer together, and feel how that just kind of turns your hips on, turns the glutes on, turns the legs on. And moving here with warrior breath. So it's 2 inhales in through the mouth and 2 exhales out of the mouth, but it's not 2, it's an inhale in 2 parts and then an exhale in 2 parts. And there's a movement here. So hands in little fists and arms come together. And then you inhale twice as you open the arms. And then you exhale twice as you curl and round. And keep going here. We're really working on building prana and life and chi, whatever you'd like to call it, the energy of our inhale coming in and nourishing us, the power of our exhale helping us to get rid of our tiredness, our stagnancy, and stress. Expand as you inhale, release as you exhale. Ten more. Last 2. Inhale, open up, lift your heart, hold the breath in. And calmly exhale, come to stand nice and tall. Feet can come closer together. And step your feet apart again. And you're going to take your left hand and start to brush down the outside of your arm and then the other side. And then come to the inside of the first arm and brush down. And then let's do that a few times. Just brushing off your cares. And then shake your arms out. And then down the right leg, just kind of brushing down the leg, and then maybe back up. Switch sides, brush down, back up. And then first side again. Keep going. And then come on up to stand. Stand tall in Tadasana pose and just connect to your breath again. And then eyes open. We're going to move here in one of my personal favorites, heart swing, as I like to call it. I'd like to bring in a visual for us, though. So they say that a healthy human's electromagnetic field emanates out in all directions, 4 to 5 feet from them, from their physical body. Their energy can be felt 4 to 5 feet in front of them in a healthy, vibrant person. And so we're going for that. We're going to become a healthier, more vibrant version of ourselves today. And heart swing is very simple. Right hand comes to the heart, left hand comes back as you inhale, and then you exhale and switch. Now, what I'd like to do tonight, as we're working on our bubble, so to speak, and this protective field around us so that we are us, instead of influenced by all of the outside, we're only influenced by ourselves. I'd like you to imagine, and quite appropriate for this evening, that you are in the middle of your very own snow globe and that you're drawing the size of the snow globe up around you and expanding from the center out. This feeling that you're front, back, center, top, bottom, everywhere around you, you're in this little snow globe bubble. And we're going to expand into that. Now, if you are have extra imagination, you can even imagine that it's a snow globe mirrored bubble that you can see out and you can project out, but everything else just kind of bounces back to its original place. So right hand to your heart, left hand stretches out, and you inhale to the left and exhale to the right. And just imagine here that you're building that personal bubble and you're getting rid of any negativity that comes in. You're getting rid of any naysaying brain or naysaying relatives, anyone or anything in your life that doesn't belong here. You can release it and invite that newness in, invite that freshness in, and expand your vibrancy. I always have a little bend to my knees for this one. I really love to feel my whole body twisting. And just breathe here. We're going to go for a little while, not too long, but have fun. Feel like a little kid swinging their arms around and just building up your own personal bubble here. Starting with the heart center, because those who can measure the electromagnetic field says that the heart emanates out at 60% stronger than any other part of us, including our brain. And when you think about everything that the brain is responsible for, That's a pretty crazy number. And inhale, come back to center, hands press into your heart. Close your eyes and see if you can feel that swirling of the body, of the energy. And then let's expand down and up. So hands come to your sides. And then I want you to inhale, soften your knees and scoop down as though you're lifting up the energy of the earth. And you're going to bring it up overhead and exhale. And then inhale as you come down, scoop it up. And exhale, bring it up and over. Really nice and slow. And a few more, scooping up all that good energy, bringing it into your bubble and returning all of that negativity back to the earth to be renewed into something more. One more. And come back to stand still. Feet can come together. Press your hands to your heart and just breathe for a moment. We're going to get into a little bit of side bubble here. So feet nice and wide on your mat, wider than your mat. So I have my 2 mats, so stepping pretty wide. Knees are going to go, or toes are going to go out, and then take a little sit down so that you can see that the knees and toes are going in the same direction. You don't want any knee strain here. We're going to work here on a little bit of our side bubble, like I said, which is always fun. Start to sink down into a goddess squat as deep as is comfortable for you. Lift up into your toes so that you can really feel the feet pressing firmly. And then whichever side you'd like to start on, let's start left side, left hand presses in, and you're going to inhale that right arm up and over and exhale back to center. And then inhale, second side. And exhale over. Creating this sense of steadiness and strength in the legs, goddess pose, and this feeling of reach and lightness in the torso and arms. Inhaling as you come up and exhaling as you go switch sides. And just coming back to that feeling that you're building your bubble, filling your snow globe with all that good energy. You should be feeling this in your legs by now. If you're not, see if you can sit a little deeper. One more each side. Back to center, straighten the legs, but keep them nice and wide. And then hands come to your heart. Bow your head in. You can maybe even press your palms to your heart as we've been doing. Notice the effects of that one. The second you get the quads and hamstrings involved, the blood starts to pump. You might feel your heart beating a little quicker. And heel toe the feet back together, coming to stand nice and tall, but feet hip distance. Soften the knees yet again so you can feel that firmness. Femurs draw together to really hold the legs nice and strong here. And then hands to your heart. Pyramid flow here. So palms together, elbows out. And as you inhale, the palms reach up. And exhale, palms come apart, pressing down toward the earth. And then you're going to scoop up that good energy, palms up. And exhale, hands to your heart, pulling energy in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. All the good energy, drawing it up. Exhale, pull it to your heart. Keep going, inhaling up. Exhale. Inhale, draw that good air up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's take about 5 more of these. Move with the breath. Another place you can really imagine that you're filling your bubble, filling your snow globe with your energy, with your expansion, with your vibrancy. And one more for good measure. And that was just half of one, so one more for good measure. Hands to your heart, palms press in. Pause a moment. And one more here, standing each side. So we're going to project forward now with swimming through the clouds. This is a little bit of a lunge position. So right leg will go in front, left leg moves back, hips are pointing forward, and then draw your tailbone down and the feeling that you're squeezing those femur heads together again to really engage into your spine. And then hands come down in front of you, fingertips touching. So right knee is bent, left leg is straight, and you're feeling nice and steady here. Even drop into your toes, draw up into your toes. And you're going to inhale energy up the spine. And as you exhale at the heart, you're going to press the palms forward as though you're pushing your obstacles out of your way. Then you're going to swim around and come back up. Exhale, press the bad air away. Inhale, draw the good air toward you. Exhale, and there is a little bit of a lean forward. And then as you inhale, you come back and exhale. Press it through. If you are visual, this is where the magic happens, where you can really push those obstacles right out of your life and invite the new opportunities in. One more. Hands to your heart. Step the feet together. Press the palms in just for a breath. And then second side, left foot goes forward, right foot goes back. Left knee is bent. Keep your balance. Hands come down to right about your hips and pelvis, fingertips almost touching. That first inhale, it's as though you're drawing energy up the spine, and then exhale from the heart center. And then inhale, coming back, parting the clouds of doubt and inviting in that vibrant energy. Inhaling as you come back, exhaling as you push forward. And we'll go here for just a little while. Two more. And draw your hands to your heart, step your feet together, and take a breath. Notice the effects that that had on your body. Notice the effects that that had on your energy. Before we come back down to the mat, hands are going to either come to your hips or your sacrum if your palms can press comfortably into your lower back, the top of your hips, into that SI joint. And then you're going to press forward as you lift up into your heart. And we're just going to breathe here, looking up, planting your feet, maybe even softening the knees. Femurs as though they're coming together, closer together, even though they're only moving a little bit. It's more of a feeling that you're pulling them together. Heart lifted, eyes open. And just notice what this still pose does to your energy. This is a great uplifting position for the physical body. When the physical body becomes uplifted, the mood, the energy, that all becomes uplifted as well. Like with anything, this is a practice. The more you practice it, the more you'll feel it. So just stand here, expanding your confidence, expanding your love, expanding your vibrancy and energy. Feel strong and secure in yourself. One more deep inhale. Exhale. And release, coming down to hands and knees. One more moving meditation here with our breath. And you're bringing your bubble with you. So now your bubble or your snow globe it's still all around you. Hands a little wider than the shoulders and knees comfortably wider than the hips. If the knees are too close together, you'll feel stuck in your hips and you won't be able to twist as much. And we're just going to move here in thread the needle. So lean over to the right hand, and as you inhale, left arm draws up and you're expanding that energetic bubble. And real slow, dive through, exhale. Dive down, shoulder dips below the hips. Inhale, lift up, open and expand. And exhale, dive through. This is a nice one too, because you have one hand on the earth as the other hand reaches for the sky. Move slowly and mindfully with your breath here. Eyes open or closed. One more. Back to table. Left hand presses down and keep going with your breath. Right arm reaches up on the inhale and exhale, twist and dip down a little. Inhale, lift up and exhale, twist. Just really imagining here that you're growing stronger and more vibrant. Three more. And back down to center. Press back a moment into child's pose, release. And then right before our Shavasana, let's come on up. And for reference, you can go and look at the chat. For future, I'll probably have it up on the screen so that everyone can see the syllables that we're saying here. So we'll have a mudra with this, a moving mudra that we will project out from the heart. This is the Siri Gayatri Mantra, Ramadasa Sase Sohang. Ra means the sun. Chanting Ra helps you to connect with the frequency that gives you energy. This is strong, hot, bright energy that can purify you from within. Ma means moon. It's cool and nurturing. Ma symbolizes the receptive trait in you to accept everything that comes your way calmly. Da is the energy of the earth. This is the frequency that helps you to feel grounded despite all the uncertainties in life. It gives you a sense of security that makes you feel like everything is going to be all right in the end, no matter what. Sa represents the impersonal infinity. So the impersonal infinity, we are all infinite. We all have an infinite ability to love and to expand. As you chant this sound, your energy rises up and flows outward, merging with the divine healing frequencies of the universe. And then we repeat Sa. So there's two Sas. First Sa represents the impersonal infinity. Second Sa, when Sa is chanted the second time, you draw this infinity to you. So that infinite healing power of the universe. Se is the embodiment of Sa. It represents the totality of infinity and is quite a personal experience. It means to honor and respect the sacred healing frequencies of the universe. So symbolizes the personal sense of merger and self-awareness. And Hung stands for the infinite, vibrating, and real. When So and Hung are chanted together, it means I am thou. I like to think of that, it means I am this healing frequency that is available in every part of this universe. So Rama Dasa Sa Se So Hung. Our hands will come together at our heart and thumbs pressed together, palms pressed together, and then you draw the fingers together. So it's like a little, well, prayer hands almost. And then we're going to project outward from the heart with Rama Dasa. And then we're going to come back into the heart with Sa Se So Hung. So it'll go something like this. Rama Dasa Sa Se So Hung. Rama Dasa Sa Se So Hung. Rama Dasa Sa Se So Hung. If you haven't joined me yet, please feel free or simply listen. Rama Dasa Sa Se So Hung. 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 Pull your hands to your heart. We're going to do that again about 5 more times in a bit more of a sing-songy manner. Now that you've learned the syllables, let's sing them a little bit. It'll go like this. Rama Dasa Sa Se So Hung. 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 2 more. Rama Dasa Sa Se So Hung. Rama Dasa Sa Se So Hung. Hands at your heart. The sun, the moon, infinity. Oh, the sun, the moon, the earth, and infinity. I am that. I invite you to feel whole and complete, just as you are. I invite you to understand that even though you can feel whole and complete in this very moment, there's always something new to learn. There's always a new way to improve. And there's always a way to help those around you. So let's take this expanded energy that we've created for our physical bodies and for our energetic body. And take it down into Shavasana. Feel free to cover up with a blanket or to cover your eyes with something. It's always a nice way to rest when you can just really close the eyes and melt into stillness and silence. And as you lie down, I want you to imagine that you brought your bubble with you, that it's all encompassing, your feet to your head, the front of your body and the back of your body. That electromagnetic field doesn't know about the solidness of the ground beneath you. And so it goes into the earth. So this nice energetic bubble emanating out from you 4 to 5 feet. And just allow yourself to sink into this protective bubble and rest. Soften everything and just allow yourself to be. And start to deepen your breath. Just noticing how you feel in this moment. And allow yourself to feel whole and complete just as you are. Stretch your arms up overhead, point your toes away from you, full body stretch. And then rock your way up into a comfortable seated position. Hands at your heart in a gesture of gratitude. Gratitude for this breath, this day, and each other. And we'll end here with the sound of Om. Om, a sound of infinite love and warmth. Inhale deeply. Om. 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 Thank you for taking the time to take care of yourselves today. Namaste.